How many surprises tonight? This is gonna be interesting month. Telling you. Yes. Everybody feel the craziness? Oh my God. Why? The Virgo ask. Okay. חודש טוב. Benvindos? How you say in Spanish? Benvindos. I'm mixing it with the Brazilian. I think we have, right? It's in Brazilian, yeah. Oh, benvindos. So we have Brazil, Colombia, Mexico, Canada, Chile, downtown Toronto. Yes. Israel. Yes. Okay. Beautiful. Globalization. So, first of all, first of all, my name is Tamar, who is not knowing me, and I'm an astrologer and I'm a Kabbalah teacher in the past 15 years, and I'm very happy to be here tonight with you. And I would like to know who is here a Virgo. Yeah. Moon in Virgo, rising in Virgo. Okay. Oh, good you are together. Okay, hello. Good. So let's speak about the Virgo, because it's not just about them. It's going to influence all of us. It's going to affect us, and it's very relevant to this month. It's a very important month. I'm actually the whole year waiting for this month. I love this month, and it gives beautiful opportunity that's relevant to all of us. So when we're learning, when we're knowing, we can benefit more of it, and we can, of course, grow more. So a little bit about the Virgos. Share with me, what do you know? Detail-oriented. Very, very detail-oriented. I'm used to say this example every new moon of Virgo. Once I was in the bookstore in Miami, and for the new moon of Virgo, the commercial that we put is a poster, but we very little. We, move it a little bit, not to be straight, like very little. And all the people that enter on that month, like come and it bother them, they need to fix it, they see the smallest thing that need to correct and to need to fix. Yes, because this is the virgin, right? This is the perfection. They're looking for perfection all the time. So they see the small details. They see what need to fix. Beautiful. What else? Judgmental online. Thank you. Yes, judgmental, a lot of criticism, and don't think it's only towards you. It's mainly towards themselves. Yes. What else? They love fitness. Okay. What else you know about Virgos? The Virgos, come on, talk. They don't like to talk. So the planet that control Virgo is Mercury. Mercury is fast. Okay. I used to say that the Virgos, it's like, they have that like computer eyes, like they see everything into Excel sheets. Like they love to be organized, practical, everything to the details. Then there is, the function in the end, everything organized in graphs. Yeah, tip top. So yes, they working with their logic side very much, very strongly. If you have something to say, please share. They are shy, shallow. I think they're very humble, I can say. They are not shy, diplomatic, you feel from them. So very interesting what you say, that the Virgos energy, they love to serve. They consider to be the servant of the universe, and not in the negative side, like they are not slaves or something. They have the love to help others. You can find a lot of nurses that they are Virgos. They can be very good teachers, by the way. They love to teach. They love the system, you know, now you learn this and after that. And all the teachers, they come organized and checking and, you know, very methodical. Yes. So yeah, they love to organize. They love order. They love routine. One of the things that we're looking at the house of the Virgo in the astrology chart is the daily day life, right? They love the routine. No surprises, no changes, no no jumping. Yes, so love the routine. They're working with the logic, the fast, the servant, judgmental. Okay, so I want you to remember all those things. It's going to affect all of you. You find yourself more behaving like that this month. And there is a positive side of it that is needed to the spiritual work of this month. And David gonna tell us a little bit more soon. You want to tell now, or we're going to the forecast? Forecast. Okay. You still need to rest. Okay. So the forecast. No. I'm not done. I have the whole forecast of this month, but it's not moving. Yeah. Okay. So the forecast of this month. Now it's moving. I think it's the battery. Just move to the slide with the forecast. More. Yes. I see people very interested in watching it, even though it's very unclear. So enjoy looking at it. So if we think about, you know, the transition, we move from the month of Leo. Leo is the sun. Leo is all energy, you know, like shining out there. And the Virgo, right, is more the internal look. They are more, you know, into the internal process. So it's like we're coming from being, you know, shining out to look inside. And this is the month to do it, to focus on our soul, on our internal world, on what's going on inside of us with ourself. Means that all the criticism, all what we see that need to fix, all what is we see, it's actually a reflection, and it's come to help us and support us and to show us like what's going on inside of you. If I saw somebody behaving in a certain way that really bothering me, it's just to support me, just to reflect something that I have inside, and to ask myself where I'm behaving in the same way, or where I did the same like he did. Maybe not exactly the same, not the same level, but it means if I saw it, it exists in me. And it's one of the hardest things to do, because usually we are very easy to judge, like, how come he behave like that? How come he cut me in that? Why he don't have patience? Why he's like that? And very easily, if we're looking, we can find it inside of ourselves. The hard part is to admit, right? Because I'm so angry about the other person, or I so dislike this behavior. How come I have it? No way. But yes, this is the mirror. This is the, you know, exactly how the eye work. You know, flipping the picture. Okay, so the idea of the process that we're going this month is to go to a place of understanding how I want to be, how I'm supposed to be a servant in this world. Like our soul, the spiritual side of us, come to be in sharing, come to be in unity, come to be in unconditional love. And all what, you know, the focus, all that process of internal work is that I can come to a place I can fulfill that potential. Okay, so we have another aspect that the sun is opposition to Saturn. So Saturn is a bit heavy and it's a bit annoying. And it's that, you know, think about the person in your life that tell you all the time, no, 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 you shouldn't do it like that. There is rules. You need to follow the rules. No, it's not okay. You made a mistake. You need to pay. You know, it's like that constant, like kind of police, you know, but it can be like a karmatic teacher as well, right? You can look at it. So, and he's in the opposition, right? The sun wants to shine. It's what allow us to shine. So it's a little bit limiting us, and it can be a little bit heavy, and it can even increase the criticism towards ourselves, feeling bad, feeling, oh, again, I'm not good. Oh, again, I'm not enough. Oh, again, I'm not doing things in the right way. Again, I'm not perfect. Right? It can bring heaviness. So we want to pay attention even more and to focus on the good. You know, in Hebrew, there is an expression that I love very much. Maybe you can help me to find it in English. To lift you, להרים, to lift. Like find the things that elevating you. Yeah, okay, this is the word. Things that makes you feel good. Oh, so maybe I did a mistake, but I also did that and that is good. Let's focus on that. And it's, but when the opportunity will come, when Saturn will sit on us, when, you know, that heavy side, it literally gonna push us to build, to rebuild the way that we communicate with the environment, especially the close one, because Saturn is in the third house. It's, you know, the close environment. It's our neighborhood, our neighbors, the people that we spending time, not the family, but, you know, the close environment. So every time, you know, you feel the heavy, check yourself. Okay, wait a second. Where I can improve my communication, where I wasn't enough sensitive, where I wasn't enough in sharing, again, with agenda, or I wasn't enough with care, okay? The good news I'll keep to the end. Now, it's very interesting. I keep saying it, that really every month the planets are so beautifully supporting the spiritual work that we need to do. And this is why I want David, I'm stealing from you. He will gonna explain a little bit more. But this month, yeah, you can already understand that there is kind of a transformation. There is kind of a inner check that we are doing as a preparation for a new year. In a month from now, the new moon of Libra, considered to be the new kabbalistic year. This is the day that humanity born. So it means it's the birthday of humanity, all of us. We're coming to celebrate together a birthday, but we want to prepare. So all this month preparing us for the next new year. And this is why we're going through that internal check, internal work, internal transformation. And there is many, like every planet, every aspect in between the planets that I'm looking is only to push, to look inside, to transform, to understand my relationship with others, to improve relationship. And as well, it's bringing things from the past. We have several planets in retrograde. When they are in retrograde, and you can look in the lower part of the chart, you can see you can see Pluto in retrograde, Saturn, Neptune, even the North Node, Chiron, Uranus. Okay, I think it's enough. When things are in retrograde, it means it's bring things from the past. Now, additional to all that it's bring things from the past, in the 9th house, that we have 5 planets there. We have the South Node that's showing from where we are coming, what karma we're bringing, right? This is the tikkun point, the lifetime, a past lifetime point. It's have the black moon and Venus sitting on the same degree. Okay, so as well, Venus related to relationship, related to money, related to values, and the black moon related to fears, deep, deep fears that we're bringing from past lifetimes. And we have the South Node, that it's the past. All this together as well very strongly bring things from the past, especially again related to relationship, money, finance, security, and value, self-values as well. So this is the month. This is the month we want to go back. We want the memories and the people from the past, the issues, and as well, there is the healing wound, the Chiron, and more aspect that gonna bring those wounds from childhood, wound in relationship, wound with my family, and it's have a support energetically to heal all those places. So this is the month, and David's going to share with us more exactly about the process. We want to go back to the past, even though the past is going to come to us. Don't worry, you don't have to go far. The past will come if it's through memories, through people, through situations. Oh, again, I can't believe it, right? The past will come, and through meditation, through the tools of this month, through transformation that we're doing consciously in our belief system, in the way we experience those things from the past, we want to build a better future. So all this month, yes, we are very much dealing with the past, but in order to build a new year, to build a better future. So we have Pluto in retrograde, okay? It's the first house, okay? It's coming to tell us Pluto mainly influence globally, but we know Pluto is about power, about leadership, and it's in the first house. So it's the way leaders in the world will show their identity, okay, sorry, and their power, and they kind of, recalculate or rethink or rebuild the way they connecting to others, the way they present themselves, the way that they communicate. So this is in the global, but as well it's affecting all of us, okay? To think where, in which places in my life I'm using power. I'm in that position that I'm not enough built strongly from inside, so I'm using power, right? Like when we're using power, when I'm weak from inside. When I'm strong from inside, I'm more soft, I'm more loving, okay? So every situation that, awaking anger in you, or awaking some resistance, or want to fight, want to, be aggressive, pause. Know that it's a huge opportunity to work on something, to reveal something, to heal, to improve. Like really literally, as we're teaching in the Kabbalah 1, pause, what an opportunity. See the opportunity to bring the light into it. By the way, this retrograde of Pluto, that in the beginning of the year it was in Aquarius, this is the last time for a Pluto to be in Capricorn until November, and after that is moving for the next many years to Aquarius. So as well, government, you see in all over all the countries, They will start, you know, again, to build some structures, to organize themselves, to make something, you know, new systems, new organization. But eventually, nothing gonna hold when it's gonna move to Aquarius. Again, the people, the individual will receive back his power. Okay. So we spoke about Venus. Yeah. Something that can really help with healing in relationship, in family, is open communication. Again, there is opportunity, there is a support in the universe to heal things through open communication, and can very much help creativity.
Voltei, Principinho. Como foi a sua noitinha? Bati na cabecinha.
Okay? It's two things that can heal old. I'm talking, you know, we are in Kabbalah, we're even talking on past lifetimes, you know, previous past lifetimes, wounds. Okay, also from childhood, definitely. So to express the pain through creativity, create in a creative ways, and then with the open communication, then you can grow much more. And definitely, this is the month. This is to say, it's so beautiful how the planets support the spiritual work that we need to do this month. Definitely going to the past, definitely identify those healing wounds. And I have something nice. So there is a beautiful aspect between Uranus and Neptune. It's a positive aspect. I feel like I need to bring also good news. You know, the past years are a bit tough with us. But this aspect, together with all the 5 planets in the 9th house, gonna awake humanity to spiritual studies. And not just spiritual study, with maybe like, you know, wanting intellectually to understand something, but it will bring a deep transformation. It's like we're coming to study maybe Kabbalah. We heard it's amazing, it's fascinating, it's like mystery. It have like letters, they have, you know, all different symbols. It's right. It's very interesting, and when we want to learn, and then we're coming and we're learning, when we're understanding like how much, you know, it's transforming us, how much it's give us a different point of view of life. So this kind, you know, imagine, you know, all humanity now going through. I'm excited for us, but I'm more excited, you know, that everybody will be awake. Everybody will look for it. So this is something beautiful, and not just that, is the desire to take care, to connect to humanity as humanity, you know, to see ourselves, you know, as one, the understanding that it doesn't matter that I'm in Canada and in Toronto, as long there is, you know, people suffering in places, and it doesn't matter where I am, you know, I'm one with all humanity. So it's going to increase the desire to connect to each other. Yeah, and to invest in the big picture, and give motivation to spread light, right? We are in a place that all good. If there is problem, because we have too much good here. Okay, so we are in place that all good, and from that place we can share much more. Can I have question now? Okay. Any questions? Okay, good. No question. Yes, question. One question. The planets are retrograding, you said? Yes, planets are retrograde. So no Venus. We have Pluto in retrograde, Saturn in retrograde, Neptune, the North Node, Chiron, and Uranus. And the reason Venus seems to be in retrograde because he is conjunct with the South Node, as well the Black Moon. They are in conjunction. And this why it's the South Node is about the past. It's about what we're bringing from the past. So this is why it's give us, well, a bit of feeling of retrograde. Yes.
Inwards, go to the past. But you said the past will come to us. How will the past come to us?
What? Okay, I'm saying to go to the past, but I said as well that the past will come to us. So sometimes we are in a search, right? It can be that I want to understand what's happened in my childhood, right? Many times in psychology, we're looking what my parents did to me, what my teacher, what the like experience I had at school, right? I'm starting to search there and looking and digging, right? I would call it to dig in the past. What I mean by the past will come to us, again, there is forces, there is energy that will awaken in the world through the planet, that people from our past will appear suddenly, or and again, it's just if we still have karmatic thing to fix there, if still we didn't get the lesson from this relationship, so it can come back. It can be memories. It can be memories. I don't know if it happened to you, like suddenly you think about somebody from your high school, or like, oh my God, so long I didn't thought about this person, where it coming from, you know, or a situation with the or even through conversation, right? Like you're talking, as we say, like open communication. So suddenly, you know, you get a piece of information and you give another piece, and suddenly there is a picture like, oh wow, now I understand my past better. It can come through dreams. It can come through different messages. The past, this is what I'm saying, it will awake, you know, everything is storage here eventually. So it will awake it back. If you don't experience it. So David gonna explain more about the process that we're going, that we should look for it. Look for it, ask the universe, ask the creator, ask the light, ask whatever you believe that to show you. Yeah. Questions online? None. Clear? Good. Okay, so now David, we're gonna explain us more. Thank you.
Welcome, everyone. Great to see you. What a gathering. I want to start with an example. This lamp that is not turning off, it's really bothering. So that's an example of the energy of Virgo entering in. Small example. So let's get a little bit to the sources, because, you know, everyone talks about different things, about transformation, about changes. It's everywhere right now, isn't it? But what is it, the difference between the teachings that we are learning today, the teachings of Kabbalah, to other teachings? It's all about this month. Now, this month is the month of that predating creation. So as Tamar explained to you, in the upcoming 30 days, it's the birth of humanity. That's what we call the Kabbalistic New Year. And this is kind of allowing us to take a look of the virgin self of the virgin creation, of purpose. As Tamar shared very beautifully, it's about being a servant, you know? So when you look over all those masters, over all those spiritual teachers, before they became spiritual giants, they were like those servants. All what they wanted to do, they were like Virgo. It's like your best employee. He exactly is going to do what you're going to ask him, and he's going to be punctual into the details in order. So they are like the best managers, yeah, in companies. They are so organized. And why is that? Because their driving force is pure. And when we are pure, we are all about sharing because we are co-creators. Yeah, we are just a product, according to Kabbalah, that we just a product of the divine forces. Means that we are actually inherited all the DNA of the creator. And when you have that, we know that the creation is all about sharing. It's all about projecting and giving energy constantly. So we lost it. Do you agree? We're not there. We're not really constantly, when we wake up in the morning, we're thinking, I want to save the world. Unless there is some righteous people here that feel this way. We're not. Unfortunately, why? Why we are not this way? Because the circumstances of life, and it's related to reincarnation, it's related to so many parameters in our life, where we born, to which parents, what kind of traumas we went through, even though we had amazing intentions in life, but life circumstances could dim our creative power. So on a yearly basis, what's really happening? We have the ability to reset, meaning that even though we went sideways from our destiny, from our purpose to be true servants to humanity, to give our uniqueness out instead of being, I want to receive, I need this, I need a soulmate, I need a better job, I need a bigger car. We constantly bombarded by those thoughts. And now we have the ability to reset it. It doesn't mean that we shouldn't have the beauty of life. Of course, we need to, but it's need to come as what we call returning light. Returning light, it means that it comes to us as a gift, not as a demand from us. Okay? So returning from people that demand to people that learns to receive. What is the word Kabbalah for the new people? Means to receive. We're learning to receive the beauty and the energy that is available constantly. And in this month, more than ever, this is the good news. We went through a rough couple of months, considered to be the most judgmental month of the year. Did you feel it? Raise your hand. How was it? Great. A lot of pain. Good. So they say that this month is the purification of those 2 months. It's, as Tamar shared with you, why the past coming back, why there are so many planets in retrograde, because the cosmos is set up for us just to do the work, to do our purpose. Now, if you, unfortunately, not knowledgeable of what's really happening, how can you do the work? If you're not knowledgeable about the opportunity of those next 40 days, how can you take advantage of them? So we are fortunate enough to know. Now we need to just participate and allow this energy of this month bringing us back to our true self. Okay? So our true self, it's not the way we perceive ourselves. It's very, very far. Whatever we think about ourselves, whatever we think about our capacity, whatever we are thinking we want, it's so tiny in comparison to what we meant to have. That's the idea. That's the reason the wisdom of Kabbalah called Kabbalah. So we can learn to receive all this greatness that is available. But because we are so possessed about taking, we cannot receive it. So now we have the opportunity to return to the phases before creation. Because the moment creation took place, I don't know if you know some biblical stories, but on the first day, already there was the biggest mistake. Yeah? The biggest mistake is like eating from the tree of knowledge, good and bad, losing everything, allowing it. It's meant to be, but it doesn't matter. What matters is that the moment we became materialized, we already were deceived by the five senses. And every time we deceive by our five senses, we make mistakes. What does it mean to make mistakes? Making mistakes is the moment I'm losing my power. I'm losing my power. I'm giving away my energy and it cannot return to me. It's going to what we call the negative system. There is a negative system that nurturing by our energy. That's the part of the test of humanity, meaning that there's always going to be the temptation of self-sabotage, especially before the biggest reward. It's crazy. I don't know if you notice it, but when you're about, for example, to get a big sum of money, that's the moment you'll be tempted to fight with your wife. And if you're going to lose it, like over lose it and explode, that's the time that this gift is going to be taken away. This is how this world designed. We cannot cancel it. We just need to be more aware of it. And we need to learn to enjoy it. But the moment we give away our energy to this negative system, we are dimming the power of our soul. So, for example, over the past 320 days from the beginning of this cosmic year, we probably made what we call a lot of those giving away our power, okay? And not to talk about the past years, yeah? So, been giving away so much of our power and gaining some power too by doing good things, yeah? But if we were so aware of that, we wouldn't want to lose our power so much. We just want to gain more points. How do we gain more points? As we said, by becoming this true Virgo, which is the servant, is servant leadership. It means that, you know, they rule by the planet Mercury, which is the fastest. It means that they have the ability to process so much data, by that coming to the right conclusion. So usually they are not so talkative, but because they see all the cause and effect of if they're going to say this or if they're going to say that, so they seems to be cold, and this face that is like flat and doesn't say anything, but they know that if they're going to react to you, they're going to lose their energy. And that's the reason they can be so much in service, because they're not falling into the illusion as much when they are spiritual. When they are very materialistic, it's a different story. Why it's a different story? Because it's an earth sign. And when it's an earth sign, it's very much attached to earthy things. It means that it doesn't believe in the divine at all. So all those earth signs in the zodiac, when they are materialistic, they are the worst in terms of being so possessed by materialism. And when they are spiritual, they can climb to very, very high places spiritually. That's the way it works. So during this month, we have the ability to return. We have the ability to meet with our past. We need to welcome our past. And we been equipped with the magnifying glasses. Instead of judging everyone else, like that will be the tendency, and you will feel it during this month very strongly, restricted, and just go internally, judge the self, but with compassion, because it's just a process that giving me. Because light, the Kabbalist explains to us that we don't need a new light. When we born, already we born with a tremendous potential. What we need to do is to retrieve back the light that we gave to the other side. And that's what is giving to us on this month. Is that making sense? So I'm going like yeah, it's making sense? It's simple. All the events of the past, all the cosmic help that going to bring those events, those memories, they are for our own benefit, because we cannot change the past, but the past is a vehicle to create the future. So we call it Back to the Future. Like the movie. What's the deal with the movie? That you are able to travel. We get the tools to travel back to the past just to create a better future. That's the whole idea. By cleansing the past, by getting back those energy pockets that we lost, sparks, we call them, sparks of soul. It means that every time I'm doing a reactive thing, every time that I'm doing something that coming from lack, fear, uncertainty, lack of trust, all of those things causing me to lose spark. It means that I'm dimming my source of energy. And now we have the opportunity to reset. So it's a process of, let's say we start with 40 days for the beginners, 52 days for the more advanced, but 40 days, it's a very, very powerful period in life that the Kabbalist says that we can actually create a tremendous change. We need 40 days to overcome an addiction. So if you go to psychologists, and they say 21 days to get rid of an addiction, yeah? But that's the psychological thing. It's not the spiritual attachment. For spiritual attachment, you need a period of 40 days. So it's so important that no matter how involved you're going to be in the tools that we've been giving you, because there are a lot of tools that we're going to share, mailing, on the website, on social media, we're going to share, because there is so much to do. It's like you have to put the sleeves on and do the work, and to enjoy doing the work, because it's going to change the entire future of the upcoming year. Are you excited about this opportunity? Did you know that this is what awaits for you this month? No. So why you came, the new people? To find out. Okay. But what driven you to come? The interest in Kabbalah, astrology? Both. Okay, good. Good. So it's beautiful opportunity. And the Kabbalist explains that it works upon 3 elements. Tamar, can we put the slide of tshuva? So the main thing, as we said, is returning to a phase where I'm the original self. But in order to do that, I have to extract those sparks that have been given away. And it's all technology that's been used throughout this month. So I need to welcome during this month, and there is a process for it. I need to welcome all those events that I kind of lost to the other side. It means that I came out of fear, lack of trust, uncertainty. I came and I just gave away my energy. And I need to kind of play it out again and see myself acting in a different way. Understanding the magnitude of me losing my energy, feeling the pain of me losing the energy, or feeling the pain also hurting other people. Do you think you hurt other people this year? Did you have a chance to do that? Yes or no? Co-workers, family members, wife, kids, people on the streets while we're driving, many opportunities, yeah? So as much as we can bring back and play them, we can retrieve the spark that we lost, and that's how we gain our power. This is the power of tshuva. It means that we are bringing back all this lost energy. Yeah. And the next thing, it's called tzedakah. Tzedakah, it's how to bring justice. You know, so let's say, according to cause and effect, I did certain actions that caused me to be depleted in energy. This means that I don't have the, how do you say? I don't have the energy, the surrounding light. I don't have the capacity to attract the blessings that I want because I depleted my aura. Yeah, I depleted my aura, so I don't have the capacity, even though in my mind I want it, but it's impossible to get because my vessel is too clogged. Yeah. So the moment, that's what happens according to cause and effect. That's how the world is structured. I do something, there is an impact to what I did. Yeah. So there is a way also to undo that by me creating justice, by me demanding to change this, what we call decree, or to change this reality. And that's true giving, especially to the giving of charity. To give money, to sacrifice for my own earnings and to give it towards an higher cause. The Kabbalists explain that especially during this month, by me doing that, I'm actually undoing my negative karma. It's very, very powerful. I don't know how much you experience, especially the new people, by giving out of myself. Not like this dime to the person in the streets, to the homeless. This is easy. There is no real effort there. There is no true sacrifice there. Something significant. It means that I really feel that I'm sacrificing something for myself. This is a tool, kabbalistic tool, that's been shared for thousands of years. That the moment I use it, I'm shifting my karma. Yeah? Like I'm bending my nature. It means that I'm giving away, even though it's uncomfortable. The cosmos is bending is nature and the laws of nature for me. That's the beauty of that. And the third thing is tefillah. Tefillah is prayer when we talk superficially, but it's more about inner work, meditation work. And there are so many different tools that we're sharing during this month that, again, you can make yourself available. Some of them going to seem for the new people a little bit too deep. There is a lot of usage of the Hebrew alphabet because they say that all the sparks that are inside our soul are structured from the same vibration. So when I do something which is negative, I'm kind of losing a letter. It's like the DNA, the DNA is measured with a certain sequence. So when I lose a spark, it means that I can retrieve it back by the vibration of this universal language, the Hebrew language. Okay, so we have a lot of usage of those type of meditation. If you open to that, if you experience that, I'm in my very beginning spiritual journey. I went to India and I was very open to all those different meditations, looking at the Om, chanting the Om, and I felt energy from it, absolutely. So it depends to how much you open to take it on for the next 40 days. I really recommend just to do the experiment. The Hebrew letters, it's the true biohacking, yeah, of it's on a level, on a level that, now everyone talking about biohacking. Why do we need biohacking? Because everything is so corrupted. The food is corrupted. Everything is involved with poison. So now you need to find a way to manipulate poison to come to us. Is that true or not? Yeah? You're aware of that? You're aware about sugar, all the spraying of food. There are so many things out there, as much as you are. That's what I see on my Instagram. Yeah. Only those kind of things. This is not allowed. This is you shouldn't dishwash your dishes with this certain the charinet and so on and so on. There are so many things. Shouldn't eat this food and that food. Crazy. It means that we're not allowed to touch anything. But then there is what we call the biohacking. Biohacking is taking other things to undo those poisonous materials that enter into us constantly. So this is the spiritual biohacking, those letters, okay? That's what we use. I've been using it for the past 20-something years. Yes. So there are many different forms, some of them coming from the ancient book of the Zohar, which we just scan and we allow those letters to come in through our eyes and touching our soul. And you feel it energetically, by the way. Some of them are different combinations that we look at. Other things is the process of tshuva that we're doing, the prayer to understand that in every teaching, they teach you, okay, there is a discipline. This is you should do, this is you should not do. And this is need to be repaired. Oh, you have fear, so you have to work on your fear. You have to, but in Kabbalah, especially this month, is to understand that it's not we are that working on those transformation. We're allowing the cosmos, the energy that, the virgin energy that exists to wash away and to help us to retrieve back the light. We just need to be open to it, but it's not because I am doing the changes. Because we've been trying to change, all of us, for years upon years upon years, yeah? It's not easy to change, isn't it? It's not easy to transform. It doesn't work so fast. And the changes sometimes is so minor. We see ourselves with habits from childhood, yeah? But if we're allowing this energy, admitting also to admit that we are so far away and we so much in need for this transformation. It means that I don't want to be in the same energy vibe that I'm in. I don't want to be in the same success level that I am. I don't want the quality of my relationship to be the same. I don't want all my circumstances. I really, really desperate for this cosmic energy to help me to change. Yeah? And when I'm doing that and when I'm allowing it, that's where change can truly happen. Of course, there is an effort. It's going to be a daily effort. It's even required to the level of 1 hour of meditation per day for the next 40 days. Are you up to that? Yes? Why are you laughing? It's too much. 1 hour of investment that for the next 40 days that's going to give you a complete different year. Yeah. So this is the level of what we call prayer. Prayer, it means I know that there is a setup in the cosmos right now to help me to reset. And I'm surrendering myself to it. And I want to bring to my memory all the things that depleted my energy. I'm okay with that. Because the cosmos cannot repair something that we cannot admit. If we don't identify this as a mistake, the cosmos cannot void it. What is the ego? The ego says, no, I didn't make a mistake. It's because of the other person. It's because of the circumstance. The ego doesn't want us to feel that we falling or making mistakes. But here we should put the ego aside and say, yeah, I take responsibility. And I want to see what I invested in making or falling or losing my energy. And as many of those that you can remember, the light that exists, the virgin light, pre-creation, it means it's related to the endless, it's going to reset it. It's an amazing gift. So Tamar now going to start setting us up into the meditation mode. And in the meanwhile, I can answer a few questions. Yes.
Cycles of the moon is 28 days, but you are mentioning 40 days. Like, is it a special, what's the special that we have to do for 40 days? This cycle is going for 4 days, meditation for 4 days.
So the Kabbalists understood. So why, the question is why we are not relating to the cycle of the month, which is 28 or 30 days, why we are using a 40-day cycle. So over different events in the history of time, biblically, we saw that the number 40 rise up many times. Yeah, many different times. There were 40 days that Moses climbed to the mountain Sinai to bring the tablets. Now, remember, Moses coming back, what he sees, Remember what he saw? Huh? Yeah, the golden calf, like the Israelite in the most critical moment. Remember that we talked about self-sabotage? Before their redemption, what we call, they messed up and they built a false creator for themselves. So he decided to break down those tablets. And then he asked from the creator, what will be tools that will help him to reset what the mistake that they did. So after a cycle of certain days, he climbed again to Mount of Sinai, and it was happening today. So we call this month the second chance. So this is the time where it's all related, where you ask from the creator, okay, what will be the tools that we can help all of the people that lost their opportunity to have a second chance. So he climbed for another 40 days from today and bring down the second tablets. But the number 40s appear many, many, many times over the history of time. Why? It's an important cycle of cleansing. More questions? So we know that for every month, there are the letters that created it. They created the month, the sign of the zodiac, and they created the planet that's overruling it. So the Resh, it's related to the month of Mercury, and Yud, which, as we said, the Yud is the smallest letter of the Hebrew alphabet. It means that it exists. It's like the dot. Dot exists within every structure. Everything builds from dots, isn't it? Yeah, everything builds from dots and can create an image. That's what we see. So that's to show us that we are in a DNA level. That's what the letters. So part of our meditation is also to use those letters during this month. Okay, what we won't get into details of that, we can send you different resources and different techniques that we're using through our teacher, through our international, to make it a little bit more practical to you. And to the level that you want to dive into it, there are many depths to it, okay? You need to decide how deep you want to go into the rabbit hole during those 40 days. As much as you're going to make more investment, it's going to pay it off more. Yes.
But how do we differentiate, like, that it's not like, harming ourselves?
Yeah, it's a good question. So to sacrifice from ourselves, how we know that it doesn't come to the level that we lose everything. So you don't give everything that you have, but you give to the level that it's feel that it's significant, that it's shaking you a bit, but it doesn't mean that you clear all your bank account for the sake of bringing good to the world, even though some people use that sometimes. But it's a lot of trust. You need to have a lot of trust to do that. In terms of this specific tool, yeah. But in general, as we say, what we need to do is giving, sharing. In general, we need to learn to dedicate sacrifice from our comfort to give to others. That's the difference. So it's not just manual, specifically in this month, yes, but it won't hurt you if you volunteer this month, if you're gonna be kind to others this month. Of course, absolutely. Everything can add value to you. More questions? No online? All right, so let's exercise a bit of meditation, okay? With Tamar. Thank you very much.
Okay, so until we prepare the music and dim the lights, you can sit comfortably, put everything on the side. It's recommended both legs on the floor, hand open. It's allowing the energy to flow into us. Ellie, can we dim a bit? Yes. Okay, you can already start with some deep breath. You can quickly scan your body, make sure you feel comfortable. This position allows you to relax. And we're taking 3 deep breaths. Breathing in light and love, breathing out stress and darkness. And in your 3rd breath, hold it inside with the count of 5 and release it slowly, slowly. And we start to scan your body from top to bottom, making sure all the muscles are relaxed and loose, starting from your head to your forehead. Let all the tiny muscles to calm down. Continue to your eyes. By paying attention to all the areas, you're allowing the muscles to become soft like butter. Continue to your cheeks, your nose, mouth, the tongue. All is calmed down. Continue to your neck, shoulders, you feel them a bit heavier, going down to your hands, your arms, until the fingers. Feel how the ground pulling them. Moving to your chest, you can take a deep breath. Let all the stress go out. Another deep breath to your stomach. Let go, release, and calm down. Continue to the legs until your feet. Again, pay attention to the muscles in your face. Make sure all is calm and relaxed. And let yourself follow my voice, letting go all the thoughts and the worries of the day, and focusing in the here and now. I would like you to visual 2 bulbs of light above your head. If you remember the shape of the Hebrew letter of the man, Resh and Yud, you can visual this. If not, keep it as 2 bulbs of light that's sending a very strong ray of light directly to your head. From the head, it's passing through your neck, through your chest, stomach, legs, until the floor. This energy makes you stronger and allowing you to see with more clarity how you can become better, what are the things you should work on. And I would like you to think now an area in your life or situation when you feel your energy is depleted or where you feel disconnected, a situation where you lost some sparks of light to the other side, situation where you were reactive. You can visualize the situation again. Who was there? What energy you lost? How you will react? What did you do? In what area of your life it affects? It can be something simple, it could be just a word. But have a clear vision of that energy that you lost. You can feel the emptiness afterward. The regret. Take another deep breath. Remember that you have 2 bulbs of light to support you, to make you strong in that process. With all what we spoke today and with the understanding of the opportunity to bring back, to fix, to correct that situation in this month, with the support from above, I would like you to visual the same situation, but you reacting differently. You choosing to do a different action, or to say something else, or to have a different vision on what happened. And while you visualize it, thinking about it, Try to understand how you would like to act if it will happen again next time. What is the lesson for you? How you would like to change, transform, improve. How you can be in more compassion, in more love, in more care towards the other, towards yourself, in a way that you really fulfill your potential. Now I would like you to visualize yourself standing on a shore. You can feel the sun warming your skin. If you like, you can feel the sand in your legs. And you can hear the waves, tiny waves, how the water meet the shore. And we want to use the power of the water to wash from us all the negative energy, all what we don't want to keep with us from that situation that happened in that area in our life. Visualize yourself going inside the water. The water are warm and nice. And when you are in the water, think about all those things you would like to wash and cleanse. What are the words you want to wash, the behavior, the thoughts? It's opportunity to remove, to let the water to take it away from you. You can dip your head into the water. You're feeling lighter. You feel more happy. You feel like something has been cleansed from you. You are more pure, like a virgin energy is in within you. See yourself smiling and enjoying the water touching your skin. And whenever you feel ready, you're welcome to come out, dry yourself. You can find a comfortable spot on the shore. To sit and look at the future, look at the water. Know that what you're doing today, what you're doing in this month, gonna create a much better reality for you for the people you love, and for the whole world. And this place and this process is available the whole month. You can always come back with another thing that you would like to cleanse, that you would like to change in order to have a better future. And with the count from 1 to 3, we will come back to the here and now. 1, 2, you can shake your body. 3, you can open your eyes. The sun came out. Okay, Chodesh Tov, we just want to let know for who is new and who is interesting or we would like to share. We're speaking about sharing. It's a beautiful opportunity. Next week on Tuesday, 7 p.m., we're starting Kabbalah 1 course here in person and online. So no excuse. 10 classes. If you need a reminder to yourself about the spiritual rules or you would like to come with a friend, you're more than welcome. I think it's the best gift for a new year. And hope to see you all. Chodesh Tov, thank you for coming. Maybe you want to put a slide maybe? Before. I know.